Howdy folks, Little John, and time for just a couple of quick tasters. And what I've got is two recent brews that have come out of the all-rounder. One here on my left, your right, is the Blue Mountain Lager, which was kegged on the 13th, which was Wednesday. So it was taken straight off the all-rounder into the keg. And so it's now been 4 days sitting on the gas. And that's the Blue Mountain Lager, which was recently done. Put a link up. I think it's probably the last video that would be. No, it's not the last bloody video. I'll put a link up to it. So let's see how that's going. And this fella is the corn ale, which I've done before Christmas. Was done for Christmas. We drunk a keg over the Christmas New Year period. Well, I won't say New Year because it didn't last that long. Family, this was the first keg that got blown over the Christmas break with the family. I had a second keg. I'd done 2 kegs and I bottled one batch of these for the brother, and these I bottled. Well, the videos. Actually, I've got a funny feeling this video was only for the patrons. Let me just check that to be sure. No. This is the batch I done with the bottle filler gun 2 videos back. Yeah, so this has only been in bottles. Actually, it would have been Tuesday. It was Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday I did it. It's only been a couple of days. Confusing, I know. But all I wanted to do was, I took one bottle. I bottled up the whole keg for the brother. I gave it to him the other day for his birthday. Gave him the carton for his birthday. But I kept one just to see how it held up in the bottle. Now I saw the brother yesterday. It was his birthday yesterday. He said it was alright. He didn't think there was any problem with it. But, we'll give this a whirl and see how it goes. Okay, should be light on the fizzle, letting the lid go, but she looks gassy enough on the pour. And there you go. There's a there's a home brew habit. I was sitting there waiting to stop pouring, so they took over even though bloody just enough poured off the keg. So there's the beer poured from the keg, and she's nice and clean. We poured a clean glass whole bottle and she's nice and clear. So good gas on that. I don't know how well it's showing up there, but it's good gas. Not a real lot of head there. It smells like it should. Okay, I'm going to start with this fella because it's actually, no, I won't. Gonna let that sit a bit. I want to go back to the Blue Mountain. I want to get this one with clear taste buds. So this one was done Morgan's Blue Mountain kit. Okay, just checking I've got the right one. So 2 kegs, make sure we've got the right keg. Okay, so this was the second batch. So this was done with W3470. Fermented originally 15 degrees. 1 packet just rehydrated into the brew, so it was a about 11 litres in that half. Under pressure, basically about 12-13 psi most of the way through. After a couple of days, I raised the fridge up to 18 degrees to let it finish. On day 4 it was. Sat there for 5 days, got dropped, cold crash for 2 days, and then kegged. So kegged on Wednesday. So, Blue Mountain, light dry malt, dextrose 60 2-to-1. So the kilo of light dry malt and 580 grams of dextrose to 24 litres. And we've got a little bit of Citra. Just in a 5 minutes, little 5-minute boil. So well, there's plenty of flavour. Okay, initially there's a lot of Citra. I could feel like a really good Citra. The sort of lemony citrus edges of the Citra come through very quickly initially. Then it's given way to a weird giving way to that sort of kitty sort of flavours. I don't think it's coming from the yeast. This is the first time I've brewed. Not the first time I've brewed lager yeast warm, but it's the first time with the pressure ferment. I've brewed it warm before. I wasn't happy with the results. I said at that time didn't agree with the whole idea that you can brew with lager yeast at warmer temperatures and get a comparable result to doing an ale yeast at the same. There's a weird flavour there, but I don't think it's coming from the yeast itself. So initially the flavour's not too bad. It's not super clean. It's cleanish, and it's, like I said, there's a little bit of citrus, and there's some little bit of sweet malt there. But that weird little flavour comes through. And it's not taking over the whole mouth, but it's sort of just running through down the middle of the palate, over the back of the tongue. And it's becoming a little bit less noticeable as you've had a couple of mouthfuls, sort of as the palate is adjusting to it a little bit. Yeah, hard to say at the moment exactly what it is. It's going to be interesting to see how it finishes up. Give it a little bit longer. The other half of the batch has gone into a keg, and that was done with the ale yeast with the USO5, and it's just sitting in the keg. It's actually put sugar in the keg, and I'm letting that prime up, so it's going to give it more of a bottled finish. But I'll be interested to see how that compares taste-wise, to see whether that little weird flavour there, whether it's coming from the kit itself and it's going to be in both beers, or whether that is actually coming from the yeast. So I'm going to reserve judgment on that a little bit. At the moment it's not drinking too badly, but I do think, tasting it as is, I think it's going to benefit from a little bit of conditioning. Like I said, 4 days old. It's a kit beer. Even with the pressure ferment, I don't think you're alleviating the issue of the kit twang. I've not done a Morgan's. I have done Morgan's, done the Queensland Lagers before. So yeah, I've not done this one before. I'm not sure what the actual flavour is. So we'll wait and see. There will be a follow up on that in a couple of weeks' time. But for now, I'm pretty confident that's going to come up to be a decent sort of drinking beer. It might take 4 to 6 weeks to do so, but we'll see how it travels. Throwing a bit of nice lacing. The head was sort of sticking around a little bit, so all is good. Let's move on to the style. This is the corn ale. So done before Christmas. I've done tasters on this. Put the links there to the video, to Brew Day. Corn and American ale. I haven't actually got written here what bloody hops they used on this, but it would have been Gallina. So as I said, bottled from the keg 5 days ago. Sat in the keg for 3-4 weeks. So it's stood up alright in the bottle. It's holding a little faint head, and it never had much of a head, this beer. That's held up perfectly. That's exactly, to my memory, best as it can be, exactly how I was drinking Christmas Day off the keg initially. So it would certainly show that, at least in the short term, that filling with the bottle filler gun works. There's plenty of gas in that. Certainly not going to no way in the world going to complain about the gas level on that. And the beer is not negatively affected in any way. So it's 5 days. How that would be in 3 or 4 weeks' time, I don't know. And that will be an experiment on a different brew. I only kept one of these. So it was just to get the initial short-term test to see whether the carbonation had passed over, because the carbonation is not going to change. Once it's in the bottle, it's going to be what it is. I said it didn't gas off much when I opened the bottle. It had a very light fizz, but clearly it's holding the gas no problem at all. Yep, and I can't pick a single off flavour in that at all. It's exactly how it was. It's clean, crisp, nice sweet corn. I don't think I actually got to do a tasting video on this properly. I might have done a little one just before Christmas. I did the quick tasting pub on all the beers. If you haven't seen it, and you're looking for a clean, crisp lager that the family's going to like, it's easy drinking, something, that Corona light style, even the American, light American lager type feel. Go back and have a look at that recipe, because that is a really good beer in that style. It does all the things that style is meant to do. Bang on the head. So anyway, that's me done. Comments, questions, as always, sticking down the bottom. Patreons, cheers guys, thank you very much for your support, as always. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, hit the link down below. See what it's about, might just be for you. If you're subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not, hit the subscribe button down there in the corner, ring the bell, get notified when there's a new video. Don't miss anything. But if you are watching this, hit that like button. All helps little John, keeps me going, keeps me doing things, keeps me playing with beer, teaching you guys things that I pick up along the way. So, I'm done. So until I see you again, Oof. We're brewing beer, drinking beer or talking beer. Good brewing.